The book that we are pulling from my spiritual bookshelf today is The 6-Phase Meditation Method by Vishen Lakhiani. And Vishen is the founder and CEO of Mind Valley. If you've seen that out and about out there, it's probably the world's largest transformational educational platform that exists. And the reason that I chose this book off my spiritual bookshelf is that if you are anything like me and are on this journey of self-discovery, we learn different bits and pieces that we want to incorporate into our daily ritual or daily practices. Yet, how do we do it all? There's so many things that we can do to grow and benefit us that it seems a little unachievable to squeeze it all into one day. So what Vishen has done is streamlined many of those key things into the 6-phase meditation method and made it easy for us, even if we continue to do our own meditation practice or meld the two together or come up with something different down the road. This in the interim can at least get us started. And that's what we're going to discuss. So before we begin, I am Tina Moody. As always, I'm the author of The Spiritual Awakening of an Analytical Mind, which is a guide for people like me who are just stepping onto their path of self-discovery. And there it is. In addition to that, you can go to my website, which is tinalmoody.com. And if you subscribe, I send out a weekly Monday morning email to my subscribers. And that's the only email that I sent out, but it begins your week with a kind of food for thought, a message to take on with you into your week. And with that, let us dig into the book. As I just mentioned, especially if you're on this journey of self-discovery, which I assume you are if you're listening to this, we are learning, we're growing, we're taking in content as far as what we're reading, what we're watching, what we're listening to. And we really want to squeeze all these little nuggets that come past us into our daily ritual, but it's hard to squeeze it all in, or we may temporarily forget about it as well. And for that matter, what's the priority sequence, right? What is most important that we do? So let's name a few of the things that may pop into onto our screen or into our radar that we want to incorporate. One, a daily meditation practice. I know I wasn't great about it. I go through waves of it, but getting something that I was consistently doing wasn't necessarily happening, especially on a day-to-day basis. How about just the general premise of all of us spreading light and love and compassion, nurturing kindness out into the world, and not just looking at our immediate world within ourselves, within our family, within our community, within our state, country, world, like the whole thing. So that's another practice. Then there's gratitude practice. We know that it can change our perception of everything. And we've probably all tried different things, a gratitude journal, a gratitude jar, in order to bring that in on a more consistent basis. How about forgiveness? That's not one we're all so great about, but as we pull back those onion layers, we find that forgiveness, is really the burden that we're carrying if we do not forgive. Then there becomes manifestation. There's so many resources out there that tell us different ways to incorporate manifestation into our days and that allow us to create the world that we wish to have. So there's that piece. And then there's how about intentions, stepping into our day with intention. Which side of the bed are we going to wake up on, the grumpy side or the happy side? So really stepping out, or what attitude are we going to bring out into our day, or how are we going to act? Then there's just that concept of being one with all. And that sounds splendid, but how do we incorporate that into our kind of daily practice as well? And, how do we incorporate all of this? How do we fit all of this into a morning routine that doesn't turn into a whole day routine? And that, in a nutshell, is what Vishen has done. He is a student of all these practices, probably at way deeper levels than many of us have done, and a lot of different little fingerlings out there and reaches as well. And so what he has done in this book is kind of brought everything in and I guess done a modern version of a meditation. And there's likely some, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze as well here. There's likely some purists out there that feel like it's some sort of a bastardization of meditation, but I don't feel that way. And I'm still, a big fan, like I said, oh my goodness, of sitting in my own meditation because I think it takes me someplace else. But I don't consistently incorporate all the things that Vishen is doing into that meditation. It's something separate. So here's what sold me on this, is that what he has done is included almost all those aspects that I just mentioned into one 15 to 20 minute meditation that includes everything that I couldn't figure out how to bring into my practice. And for me, what I do is, while my partner is getting himself ready for the day, I lay in bed because I'm still in that sleepy state of mind, which it gets into in this book, that's a great place to be for meditation. And I listen to the guided meditation and I cover these things. This is what he covers in this meditation. And it's a much better flow as well. So he has phase 1 of the 6 phases is the circle of love and compassion. So it's just what I mentioned a second ago. It's thinking of somebody that you love so deeply, and how that makes you feel, and then taking a deep breath and bringing that into your body, and then bringing it into your room, and be that for plants and animals and people and everything. And you keep expanding until you've got the whole world. And so that's phase 1. And I wasn't sitting with that for however long that one takes you, say 3 or 4 minutes at all. And then you move on to phase 2, which is happiness and gratitude. So he takes you through 3 different places of gratitude in your life, ideally in the last 24 hours, but if you need to extend it to 7 days or beyond that, do that. So think of those things that you are grateful for, because oftentimes we're in such that routine of just doing that we don't stop and say, oh, I should be grateful for that food that I'm eating, or for the clean water coming out of the faucet, or whatever it may be, or for that person that stopped by to visit. So you start with just a general gratitude, in essence, for things that have happened in your life. Then you go on to your job or your career, and then you finish with yourself. And it really helps you focus in a little bit and not go another day without having some sort of gratitude. And I like that it's broken up into those 3 components as well. Phase 3 is peace through forgiveness. And, it's interesting with this one. I have done it and I do it, but I've been doing this now for about a year or so. And at first I was doing forgiveness every day. Now I sometimes fast forward through it because I'm realizing that my awareness is such that, I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, but I don't hold on to as much as I once did. So it's really getting you to a place where you could hug somebody at the end of it and let things go. Because when we hold that anger or resentment or whatever it is, it's really the monkey on our back, and stress creates so much. So I still have work, and occasionally something will come up where I'll make sure I do this just so I can get through it. But again, we all have layers, and we all know what we need to let go of. The 4th phase is a vision for our future. So the book will get into more of this, but he has learned through different people that he has practiced with as well about this whole movie screen of seeing our lives as a movie, of feeling what we're seeing. And that is what he's looking at. Is he said we sometimes can overestimate what we can get done in 1 year, but we underestimate what we can get done in 3 years. So as you look at your future, what you wish for yourself 3 years from now, and to really visualize and feel that. So you do that whole manifestation piece for, I don't know, it's probably 3-4 minutes as well. And then you move on to mastering your day, and that's where intention comes in. He goes hour by hour with you as to, as soon as you finish this meditation, what's next over the next hour? What feelings are you going to bring to that? What are you going to get done? What are you going to accomplish? And you go hour through your entire day till you go to bed for a restful night of sleep, which I think is awesome because it makes us make a choice. If we're waking up crabby, then maybe we can shift that before we bring that crabbiness out into the world. And the last one is the blessing. And so that gets around to what I was saying about being one with all. It's really whoever you want to tap into, if it's Great Spirit, if it's Mother Earth, if it's your higher self, if it's your future self, whoever it may be, kind of tapping into that and feeling kind of one in peace with that and getting a blessing to take on your day in protection. And then he counts you out of it. And that's it. So on average, probably 18 minutes is what you're looking at. As I said, I do it while my partner is getting himself through the shower and getting ready in the morning. So I'm in that sleepy mindset, which is the right kind of frequency to be in. And it allows me to get that jump before I even step out of bed. And honestly, if I wasn't doing that, what would I be doing? Would I pick up my phone and just scroll while he was in the shower? Maybe. And that, I don't know if you've seen the news lately, but it's not the best energy. So I think that's it. You know, if you're interested, I would recommend this book. The great thing about it is that you can go to the Mind Valley website, which has a slew of so many courses in there. But also, if you go into the book, so the 6-phase meditation method, there's the free guided meditation, and he talks about it in the book, but you can just go to the website as well, and he'll walk you through that. So that's what I do every day. I have the app on my phone, and I listen to Vishen's voice as I do it. And a lot of times, for a while there, it had a frequency associated with it too, but I noticed that it's clicked off for some reason, but that could be me and my technological abilities. What else? So I've been faithfully doing this for a year, in addition to my other meditation when I get to it. But this is where I've been most faithful. And I love that it's brought the practices of the manifestation, of the intentions, of the sending love out into the world, of all of it. I think if you know, even if you're not a firm believer, like I had never done a guided meditation, I think it brings so many good things and so much awareness to it, and it makes it easy. And maybe eventually you do morph it into something else and do it on your own. Like sometimes I don't listen to them, I just do it myself and walk myself through it. Or if I miss doing it in the morning, I might do it later in the day. And if I miss a day, I don't beat myself up about it. And yeah. Oh, in the book, he also references the Silva Mind method, which I was going to grab the book, but it's too far down my stack right now. I apologize. It's by Jose Silva, and that's where he gets into some of the alpha and theta states, discussing those. And I would recommend that book as well. It was one of the first programs that Vishen did himself personally. And so he has, you know, whatever it is, 20, 30 years of experience with that. And I actually read that book before I read Vishen's book. So that's about it in a nutshell. I hope that you will at least give the audio or the app a try and check it out. Again, I like it. It makes it quick and easy, and I've never been this consistent with that many things that I have wanted to bring into my days, and I had not. And I think that's it. So thank you for joining me today. I so appreciate it. I hope this will all work out. I love bringing books and sharing what I have found, and I hope you'll benefit as well. So thanks for watching the video today, and I hope that you'll come back next week when I share another book from my spiritual bookshelf. And as always, be well and keep stepping forward. Thank you.